Hi friends, in this session of statistics, we study about the types of data and measurement scales. So we have nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio scales. So let's start with the easiest one to understand, nominal scale. Nominal scales are used for labeling variables without any quantitative value. Nominal scales could simply be called labels. Scales must be mutually exclusive, no overlap, and none of them has any numerical significance. So here are some examples below. Notice that all these scales are mutually exclusive. Notice that all these scales are mutually exclusive. Look at here, what is your gender, male and female. We have two values are here. So both are mutually exclusive. So look at here, if someone is male, he is not a female. If someone is female, she is not a man. So these are mutually exclusive. Second one, look at here, what is your hair color? A brown, black, blondie, gray, other. So there may be one possibility of getting a single color. So these are also mutually exclusive. Now in the third one, look at here, what is your marital status? One may be unmarried, one may be married, divorced, widowed or widower. So these are all mutually exclusive. It is not the quantitative, it is the nominal scale. A good way to remember all of this is that nominal sounds a lot like name, and nominal scales are kind of like names or labels. So one additional note I would like to share with you, a subtype of nominal scale with only two categories is called dichotomous. The dichotomous mean man or female, yes, no. Just here you see there are only two categories. We have male and female. So there is where we have two categories. We could say it is a dichotomous type of nominal scale. So now second one we see the ordinal scale. And none of them has any numerical significance. Look at here. There is no numerical significance of male and female and between the quality of hair color. This is the qualitative, this is not the quantitative. Now ordinal scale. With ordinal scale, it is the order of the values is what's important and significant. Here the order is important, but the differences between each one is not really known. Ordinal scales are typically measures of non-numeric concepts like satisfaction, happiness, discomfort, etc. So look at here, take a look at the example below. In each case, look at here, we see how do you feel today. So we could say very happy, unhappy, okay, happy, very happy. So look at here, we know that the 4 is better than 3. 4 is happy is better than okay. But we don't know and cannot quantify how much better it is. Happy is how much better than okay, and okay is how much better than unhappy. Another example we look at here, do superiors treat all equally in the office? So look at here, the employee could reply in this way, strongly disagree, uncertain, agree, strongly agree. So this sort of scale we could use, the categories we could use in ordinal scale. Ordinal is easy to remember because it sounds like order, and that is the key to remember with ordinal scales. It is the order that matters, but that's all you really get from this. Now, one advanced note I would like to share here with you again. The best way to determine central tendency on a set of ordinal data is to use the mode or median, not mean. The mean cannot be defined from an ordinal set. Now, third one we see the interval scale. Interval scales are numeric scales in which we know not only the order but also the exact differences between the values. Interval scales are nice because the realm of statistical analysis on these data sets opens up. So it means reals of statistical analysis means we could measure the central tendency, mean also here, standard deviation, the other statistics we could measure here. We could calculate here. The classic example of an interval scale is Celsius temperature, what I have given here. So because the difference between each value is same, here minus 10 to 0, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. In this way we have given here. The difference between 30 and 40 is a measurable 10 degrees, as is the difference between 0 and 10, the same. The time is another good example of an interval scale in which the increments are non-consistent and measurable. Here's the problem with interval scale: they don't have a true zero. For example, there is no such thing as no temperature. If there is 0 degree temperature, there is some temperature is there. There is no true zero. Without a true zero, it is impossible to compute ratios with interval data. We can add and subtract, but we cannot multiply or divide. Confused? Okay, consider this. 10 degrees plus 10 degrees is equal to 20 degrees. No problem. There 20 degrees is not twice as hot as 10 degrees. However, because there is no such thing as no temperature when it comes to the Celsius scale. I hope that makes sense. Bottom line, interval scales are great, but we cannot calculate ratios, which brings us to our last measurement scale, which is the ratio scale. Like the others, we can remember the key points of an interval scale pretty easily. Interval itself means space in between, which is the important thing to remember. Interval scale not only tells about order but also about the value between each item. Now, one advanced note is also here. An interval scale central tendency can be measured by mode, median or mean. All the central tendency we could apply here. Standard deviation can also be calculated here. Now we see the last one, the ratio scale. Now we see the ratio scale. Ratio scales are the ultimate nirvana when it comes to measurement scales, because they tell us about the order, they tell us the exact value between units, and they also have an absolute zero, which allows for a wide range of both descriptive and inferential statistics to be applied. Everything above about interval data applies to ratio scales, plus ratio scales have a clear definition of zero. Look at here in this example. Here you see in this table the marks obtained by the students we have taken as the categories we are taking here, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and up to 100 we have given here. Here is the 0 is the absolute zero. It means 0, it is the actual value of 0, the 0 marks obtained by the students. It means there is no marks obtained by the student is called the 0. So it is the true 0 here. What we have seen in the, but in the previous we have seen in our interval scale, this 0 for the temperature, the 0 is not the temperature, there is no temperature. Temperature is anywhere. 0 degree Celsius is also a kind of temperature. It is also a temperature. There is some temperature over there. So it is not a true 0. It is not a absolute 0. But here in this sort of data where you see the marks, we are talking about the marks. So marks we can get the 0 marks also. One student can get the 0 marks also. It is the absolute 0. It is the true 0. So this is the difference between both the ratio scale and interval scale. Ratio scales provide a wealth of possibilities when it comes to statistical analysis. These variables can be meaningfully added, subtracted, multiplied, divided ratios. Central tendency can be measured by mode, median or mean. Measures of dispersion such as standard deviation and coefficient of variation can also be calculated from ratio scales. So here we have studied all the four scales of statistics of the data measurement. Now I describe this all in brief. The summary I would like to tell you. In summary, we see nominal variables are used to name or labels a series of values. Ordinal scales provide good information about the order of the choices, such as in the customer satisfaction survey. Interval scales give us the order of values plus the ability to quantify the difference between each one. Finally, the ratio scales give us the ultimate order, interval values, plus the ability to calculate ratios since a true 0 can be defined. So look at here, we provide the nominal, ordinal, interval ratio, the counts, the frequency distribution, all the nominal, ordinal, internal ratio, all it would be applied. We could give the frequency distribution to all. But mode and median we could apply, except nominal. In nominal we could not apply the mode and median. Ordinal we could apply mode, median in interval and ratio. The order of value is known also in ordinal, interval and ratio. Can quantify the difference between each value, interval and ratio. Can add subtract values, interval and ratio. Can multiply divide values, ratio, and has 2 0 we could use only in ratio scale. So this was all about the measurement of statistics data with scales. Thank you.